What's up, everyone? It's Herms from DraftSharks.com, here to talk to you about the most exciting position in all of fantasy football. Yep, you guessed it right. In this video, we'll be talking about some of the best kickers in all of fantasy for 2023. Yeah, I hear you. I don't like playing in leagues that have kickers. And you know what? I don't really enjoy it that much either. But until the home league commissioner changes the rules, or you stop playing in big tournaments like the Scott Fish Bowl, you can't just ignore these players completely. Love them or hate them, kickers are very commonplace in fantasy football. You can check out and see where we have some of these guys ranked on the Draft Sharks website right now. I went ahead and put the link in the description for you. So let's just talk about some of the best names of these players that you need to remember ahead of your drafts this year. Now, some of the things we look for when it comes to identifying who is a good fantasy kicker is a really long track record of success, being a part of a high-powered offense, and this first player has all of that in spades. This six-time Pro Bowler holds the NFL record for career field goal percentage and has not finished outside of the top 10 in fantasy kickers since entering the league in 2012. He converted a career-high 14 attempts of 50-plus yards last season, one of which was an NFL record-setting 66-yard field goal against the Detroit Lions in Week 3. That's right, we're talking about Ravens kicker Justin Tucker. There's no reason that Justin Tucker shouldn't be the first kicker off of the board in every single fantasy draft this season. The next kicker on our list comes from the same division, but unfortunately had a little bit of a down year last season. Part of that was due to a nearly 5% dip in his extra point conversion rate. But Bengals kicker Evan McPherson is going to be attached to one of the best offenses in the entire NFL and capped off his rookie campaign in 2021 as a top 10 kicker. The Bengals offense, led by quarterback Joe Burrow, finished fifth in Football Outsiders' offensive DVOA in 2022. And there's no reason to suggest they'll be any less high-powered this year. As long as those Bengal boys keep pushing the ball downfield and setting up McPherson for constant scoring opportunities, what isn't there to like? If you miss out on Tucker, don't feel bad. Evan McPherson will definitely be there for you in your draft. Another really talented guy is somebody who's entering 2023 on a 3-year streak of top 10 finishes. And his Buffalo Bills finished first in Football Outsiders' offensive DVOA a year ago. Kicker Tyler Bass is an absolute star for fantasy. Since turning pro in 2020, he ranks fourth among all kickers in fantasy points with an 85.6% conversion rating. Definitely keep his name in mind. Our fourth player on this list is somebody that we didn't see take the field a lot last year due to injuries. But it wasn't that long ago that he was one of the premier kickers in all of fantasy. Between 2017 and 2021, Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker ranked second in fantasy points and fourth in overall field goal attempts with a 90.1 conversion rate. That's incredible. Assuming his ankle issue from last season doesn't carry over and he plays in more than 13 games, there's no reason not to believe in Harrison Butker again in 2023. But this last guy on our list is definitely somebody that you're going to want to keep your eye on in case managers in your league go after some of the bigger names at the kicker position. Raiders kicker Daniel Carlson is probably my personal favorite kicker to draft every year. What's one thing we love more in fantasy football than volume? Nothing. Volume is the best. But that's not just about running backs and wide receivers. That can apply to kickers too. And since 2020, Carlson leads all kickers in field goal attempts, fantasy points, all while ranking third in field goal percentage among kickers with at least 20 attempts. And to make it better, he's finished no lower than third among fantasy kickers at any point over the last 3 seasons. Is there a kicker that you think we forgot to mention that really needs to be in this conversation? Go ahead and let us know in the comments on this video. We would love to hear from you. And if you want to check out our thoughts on things other than kickers, we have you covered over at DraftSharks.com. Take a look at our rankings, our trade value charts, our analysis, and all of our great articles. I think you're going to like what you see. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love for you to check out all the wonderful content that we have here at Draft Sharks. All right, everyone. We'll catch y'all next time.